didn't walk out on my family. Junior's with Adam, Jamie's with Brooke.
Oh, I see. So, I don't count as that. I'm no longer family.
You're a big boy. You can take care of yourself, as you proved to me oh so many times.
I don't want to fight, Dixie.
Dad, I didn't come here to argue with you. I came here to see if we could find a way to piece our marriage back together, but walking in and hearing you and Liza carry on as if Laurel's funeral was the next stop on some promotional tour.
Your interpretation of the situation. Okay. It's not what happened.
Liza is casting the two of you as suitably somber mourners to hike your TVQ rating.
If you were standing there, then I suppose you heard me tell her that it might not be appropriate for her to go, to be there.
Dad, I don't think Trevor would welcome either one of you. Horning in on his grief to ease your guilt is about as low as you can crawl.
Dixie, would you give me a break? There's nobody on this earth that could have foretold how that show was going to end.
You just took your chances. I mean, stocked the studio with bigots and hate mongers.
You were trying to represent an equal
No, Ted,
point.
you stacked the decks, and the bad guys won. Laurel is dead. You can't go back and retape the ending, Tad. It's over. For Laurel, Trevor, Michael, Tim, Amanda.
I would have done anything to prevent Laurel's death.
Except cancel the taping. What, the show must go on. Oh, so you lose a few friends. You made television history.
Shut up. Just shut up. Don't lecture me, all right? No matter what you think, I love Trevor, and I love Laurel because she was a part of him. She was the part that made him happy, and now she's gone, and the fact is the best part of his life is probably behind him. You don't think I know that? You don't think I worry about him? How does a man face that? How does it make a man feel? How do I feel, Dixie? Huh? How do I feel? You even got a slightest clue if somebody came up to you on the street right now and asked you, how's Tad handling this? Would you be able to give them an honest answer? Would you be able to tell them that I've looked at that tape 100 times over and over again trying to figure out if there was something different that I could have done? I lay awake at nights wondering, tearing myself apart, trying to figure out why Janet would pick this show that day to make a point, to come gunning for Laurel. I have 1,000 questions running around in my mind, tearing me apart, and I'm scared. I am scared to death because I have to look my best friend in the face, and I have to tell him I'm sorry. And I have to pray that he's capable of seeing what you're not. That I am sorry. I am as sorry as a human being can possibly get about Laurel. But you? No, you haven't got the slightest idea of what it feels like to be me, because when I need you most, you're spitting at me. You're so busy pointing your finger at me, you can't hear what I'm saying. Well, you hear this? You are not my conscience. I don't need you sitting on my shoulder like some kind of Jiminy Cricket dip, lecturing me about the difference between right and wrong. I feel pain. I suffer like anybody else, no matter what you believe. I feel just as deeply as you do. So you do the right thing. You save your sermons about friendship and loyalty because I don't need them. You're absolutely right. I am a big boy.
I can't do this anymore.
Neither can I.
Don't expect me home.
Why didn't you tell me Dixie walked down on you? I'm sorry.
It's not permanent. She'll be back.
Maybe I could help. I could speak with her.
Thanks. When I want to make things worse, I'll let you know.
I could tell her that airing Laurel's footage was my idea, that you fought it tooth and nail.
No, it was a mutual decision.
She doesn't know that.
Look, Liza, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But the fact is, if I have to tell a lie to get Dixie back, then I'd rather just forget it.
Let me know if you change your mind. I have to confess, I overheard what Dixie said to you.
I wouldn't be surprised if the whole studio heard us.
I assume that you won't be going to the funeral then.
No, I'm going. Laurel is a friend, and Trevor is a good friend. I'll be there.
What about Dixie?
Dixie can handle her grief in her way, and I'll take care of mine.
Ted. You don't have to do this alone.
Brooke.
There's a lot of love here today.
It's a lot different atmosphere than at the studio the other day.
Excuse me, is this the service for Laurel Dillon?
Yes, sir, they're just starting.
Laurel's friends and family have asked to share their feelings and their memories with us today.
Laurel was undoubtedly the most amazing woman I have ever had the privilege to know. First time I saw Laurel, I thought my eyes were playing tricks. I was driving down a deserted stretch of road at night. All of a sudden, this vision appeared in my headlights, and just as quickly it was gone. I pulled the car over, I got out, I looked around, but there was no one there. But in that instant of seeing her in my headlights, I managed to see Laurel's beauty, her spirit. And it haunted me then the way her memory haunts me now. Laurel taught me to live more. She taught me to love more. She taught me to laugh more. These were lessons that were easy for her to teach because she had such a big heart. And she needed that big heart because she was larger than life. Which is why I thought there was nothing that would ever keep her down for long. Which is why her death is so difficult to accept. Because Laurel should have had the opportunity to read bedtime stories to her great-grandchildren. She should not have died in a blaze of angry gunfire. Laura left some very good works behind her, like our beautiful daughter, Lily. Lily's in a special school in Ohio right now. You see, Lily lives in a very special world. And she doesn't let just anybody into that world. But Laurel Always had the golden key. I'm not sure Lily's going to understand why her mother's gone. And I'm very afraid that she's going to retreat back inside herself. And that would be a double tragedy. Trevor and Tim, you help each other. And Laurel, wherever you are, bless you. You will be missed.
Well, what can you say about a woman who can pitch a no-hitter and do the Sunday double acrostic and pen while changing a baby's diaper and putting up drywall and running a charitable organization?
Good night.
Wow, makes her family.
Don't be afraid. Sleep safe in my arms, baby. You'll be okay. I'll keep you from harm. And tomorrow, if trouble should come, you can count on me to come through. Because now and for always, I'll be here with you. Come rain or come shine, through thick and through thin, for better or worse, I'll be here with you. So good night. Don't be afraid.
I guess I'm up.
You don't have to do this.
She showed up for me. It's my turn. One thing you should know about my sister. She hated violence in any form. There was no place in her life for it at all. And I find it very ironic that such a peaceful, loving woman died such a violent death. My sister Laurel made an appearance on a television show to help rally against the mob mentality that turned WRCW into a killing field. She did it in my defense, against the people that wanted to throw rocks and M80s and death threats towards my lifestyle. She wanted to be there to give her moral support, and she ended up giving her life. I will never forget the sacrifice that my sister made for me. But I will make good on the time that we spent together. I will get to know her children, and I will tell them stories about the good old times when Laurel ruled the world and made me feel 100 feet tall.
Please join me for the final prayer. The Lord bless and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Amen.
What are you two doing here? Research for a sequel?
We came to pay our respects.
Oh, spare me. Why don't you two get yourselves a 900 number so callers can call in and hear about how you ran the show for the sake of humanity? Or better still, go direct to video. But do not come in here and do not pretend like you care, because there's not a human emotion between the two of you.
Pipe down, Dick.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry, Trev.
Save it, Mr. Showtime.
I mean it. I am so sorry for Laurel.
This day is a day for Laurel, her family, and her friends, and I no longer count you among them. Get out.
Could we please just...
Get out now.
Trevor, I cared about Laurel. I need to explain why.
I can't do this with you, not today, of all days.
Son, I know why you're here, and I think maybe in time Trevor will understand, but for now, perhaps it would be best if you honored his wishes.
I came to say I'm sorry.
Your heart was in the right place.
Was it?
Goodbye, Dr. Martin.
Trevor, I'm very, sorry about Tad and Liza. Are you okay?
You kidding? Cherry on top of my day.